Morning everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over how to set up the barn in a few different configurations. We're going to be doing meth, a meth and weed, and then a double meth. So I'm going to show you how to do all of those, but first up is going to be just the original meth lab at the barn. It's going to require 5 workers, which is 3 chemists and 2 handlers, and we're going to start this right away. So first up, we're going to have upstairs full of beds. I have them arranged as so. This has some extras in it, and that'll be for later, but for now I just have the 3 chemists and 2 handlers up here, as well as some extra beds. But you don't need that space for what we're doing. So I'm going to start with a packaging station here, a brick press here, baggies to resupply packaging station if you want to do that. Otherwise, you're going to take one spot away from the wall, so it's not up against the pillars, and then just bring this all the way to the end. You'll have a few extras here. That's okay. Then you're going to bring over to under this light chemistry stations and the lab ovens. And then after that, you're going to have the mixing stations. That's all that set up. And now you're going to start assigning people. It's always the fun part. So you're going to give one guy one side of this lab station. We're going to give another one the other side so they start at the same time. Then we're going to go back and grab the empty one to start mixing right away. Then we're going to grab the other 2 to fill in the rest. The last 2 go to the last chemist. And this is showing you can do 8 mixes with 5 people. Now we just set up the handlers to assign them to both the packaging stations and the shelves to restock the mixers. We're going to add all their routes and then start this. So just in the order down the line, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assign them that, and then assign the other guy his. 6, 7, and 8. Then the rest are all extras. You can just use that as like stock up storage if you don't want to go to the gas mart all the time. You can stock up a bunch of supplies there and then just transfer them over. But for now, we're just going to assign these guys to the mixers. This is the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth. Go back to the other guy. Sixth, 7th, and 8th. And then all you need to do is assign the mixing stations in order. Same old stuff as usual. Then assign this to whatever you want to package it as. I'm just gonna I'll do baggies this time, switch it up a little bit. And then put down more shelves for where you want the product to go. Set this destination there. And then you would, I think this is backwards actually, I'm looking at it. Yeah, this is definitely backwards. Let me fix this quick. Then I have to reassign the chemist to it. Make sure they're not backwards, they won't work. Then after that, just make sure you specify the recipe and the destination for both tables. and the destination for both ovens to be the first mixer. And you are all set up here. So as soon as these are filled, they will start going through the process of mixing. And once they're done mixing, they'll go to the brick press or the packaging station, and then they will end up on the shelf here. So this is all you need for the half meth setup. Half meth, rather, not math. Now we're starting the double meth setup. This will have double the amount of workers, just a clone of the other one. So now we have 6 chemists and 4 packers, totaling 10. And the beds for them all, I have 2 packaging beds down here, and then all of the rest of the beds fit up here. You can also fit a shelf up here if you want. I don't need it really, so I'm not going to, but you can if you want to for extra storage. Make the most of your space. But starting off with these guys, it's going to be almost identical. It is actually going to be identical to the first setup. So you're going to have one mixing station here, another on the backside, lab oven here, lab oven here, and then just clone that to the other wall. Lab oven here, lab oven here, and then same thing as before. Get your mixers. Sometimes this post will glitch you out, so I like to push them back one. While I was stocking up supplies, I noticed that this mixing station wasn't getting restocked. This is a common bug, and the easiest way to fix it is to save your game and to reload really quick. So now that I've reloaded, you can see the packer is coming in to actually restock that. It's a really annoying bug. Hope it gets fixed soon. It happens more often when this mixer is in front of this post, like I was saying before. But if you ever run into this issue, this is how you fix it. And have them here instead. So I'll put these here for now. But you're going to put 8 on each side. Same with this one. That one's too far forward. There's that. Move these out of the way. You can put them... Well, these are for supplies. Let's put those down first. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's good. And we'll do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can still go up the stairs just fine. It's all good. We put one here actually for product, but the other one can't go there. So now you have the basic setup for double the meth output, double the meth mixing, and you will have a lot of product end up on the shelf. I would recommend switching to bricks for this, but everything else is identically the same. Make sure your recipe is set, destination is set to the next thing down the line, and that goes for everything. Lab ovens go to the first mixer. Mixers all follow this chain. And this goes to the brick press, and then you do the exact same stuff to over here. Okay, so both things are set up now. Now we just need to set up the workers to actually give them the stuff. So let's do that. So we're going to have packagers first, because that's the most intensive part. So we're going to do this. That's all the packagers done. Now you just need to assign chemists, which should be exactly enough to do everything. So do one guy that works these two. one guy that works these two. Third one's gonna start the mixing. These are so they can all work at the same time. Should have gave them a fourth one, but that's okay. Let's do it really quick. So you used to have them only having 3, but they have 4 now. So this is all you need. That was going the wrong way. There we go. And the last 2 go to this guy. So this whole side is done now. If I was to fill this with the appropriate ingredients, they'd start mixing and sending it through the mixers. Now we just gotta do the opposite side. Just give them these 2 right away. There you go. Now I just need to stock these racks up with actual mixing supplies corresponding to what mixer they're going to. Make sure that they're all in the right order. And then supply the chemistry stations with the product. And all this will start automating, forming bricks, and then being moved to the shelf here where it will accumulate very fast. This is the shelf stocking simulator game. If you're going to do this setup, I will warn you right now that this is very intensive use of your supplies here. So these will drain very quickly on both sides, and you will be playing a very vicious game of shelf restocking simulator. But if you want to get a ton of product, this is how you would do it. I'm going to move from this onto a half math. Why do I keep saying math? I'm going to move to a half meth, half weed production now. Okay guys, this is going to be the last setup I show you. This is going to be half weed, half meth. I fired 1 chemist and hired 1 botanist, so now there's a total of 5 chemists. Still 4 handlers, they're inside of each other in this guy, but a single botanist. And now I'm going to show you how to do that. Ignore the shelf, this just has all the meth stuff in it. I'll set that up after. I moved the bed that was on that corner to this corner instead, because meth doesn't use as much space. I put the planters over there on the side. So I still have 10 beds. I just replaced one of the chemist beds with a botanist bed instead. But yeah, this is almost identically the same besides that 1 bed in the corner. You don't need to put the shelf here again. This is just supplies for the meth side. So let's start with weed. So we're going to have your supplies in this corner here. Just put them here. I don't have seeds yet, but I can just spawn them. Give OG fish seed. Just do 6 for now. Just throw those on that shelf. Okay, so that's your supplies. Then it goes 3 here, 3 here, pots, lights, and drying racks. That's that. Then you set up the exact same stuff we did before with the mixing. Always one that I mess up. There's that. That's the weed side set up. Now I'm going to switch to this. Get rid of the shelf. And the mixing stations. So that's the bare bones setup for both. You have still 8 shelves in each corner with a gap from the wall so that it doesn't hit the support beam there. So 8 shelves here, 8 shelves here, and that's just for mixing supplies. Now let's start assigning things. I'm just going to put this here because I don't want it in my inventory. So we're going to start with the botanist. Give them their supply station. And then give them their 6 pots. And 2 drying racks. Set all of the pots to the correct seed, which is OG Kush, and the destination. I'm going to do these separate so that 3 pots go to this destination, and then 3 pots go to this destination. Make sure that this is set to highest. This one's set to highest, and then the destination of both. Actually, that's what I'll use the shelf for. Destination of both is going to go from this shelf. And that's so that ideally you'd grab stacks of 20 off here and start the mix, and that you won't have like weird numbers of supplies later. Like each plant gives you 12, so unless you give an additive. So when you get here, it'll be 24. If you get 2 plants, so you'll have an extra 4, and that extra 4 will run through here. So what you can do to stop that is increase the threshold to 10, so at least you're only doing multiples of 10, and it won't give you like weird supply numbers. I only really do that for weed because, yeah, meth only makes in groups of 10. You don't have to worry about it, but weed's weird. So I did the threshold. Botanist is almost set up. I think actually it is set up. Yeah, botanist is set up. Now we just move to handlers and chemists. So let's do the handlers first. Get rid of all these. We're just going to go from the first all the way down. This will be our first mixer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that corner one will be 6. Let's grab another handler. Which one did I do? I think it was this one, so I'm just going to clear all these. Eight. And then... So 6 was this one. 7 is this one. 8's this one. So that's those set up. One handler is going to have to bring the stuff from this drying rack to the first mixing station, so that'll be her. So now that we know these 2 are the one for the left side, these 2 should be the one for the right. So I'm going to clear all their routes too. And then I'm going to assign the chemist to the weed side first before we do that. A lot of people are telling me to alternate. I'll do it this time. I usually don't do it. It's not that big a deal to me. So I did you. I'll just grab you. That one, this one, this one, and this one. That's all that set up. Your weed is basically set up now. You just need to stock supplies. The seeds are already being grown and maintained. So once he puts the stuff on the drying rack and it dries, it'll start accumulating here, and then a handler will come put that on there as well as the ingredients. We'll go through all these mixing. You just have to make sure your end destination is set to whatever you want. Just gonna do brick press as usual. There's one step I forgot, which is the classic linking of the mixing stations. There. That's all that set up. Weed side done. Now meth side. So meth side is already set up infrastructure wise. We just need people to actually maintain it. So I'm going to grab this chemist, tell him to work this side, as well as let's do this mixer and this mixer. And we're going to tell another chemist to work the opposite side with 2 more mixers. Let's do this one and this one. And then the last guy gets all the rest of the mixers. this one, this one, this one, and this one. I'm gonna do the same thing, link them all together. Set the destination to be where that is. Now we just grab the handlers, same as the other one. These are my meth handlers. Five of those racks. And 6 is on the wall over there. That's that. You don't need a handler to grab anything from a shelf to put them into the mixer, because again, these come out in 10, so you don't have to worry about like weird odd numbers of supplies. So essentially this is it. This is how you would set it up. I'll show you again a little time lapse, because I'm not gonna do it for all three, but I'll do it for this one because this one's a little different, where everything works appropriately. I'll fill up these supplies here, and then I'll probably switch it to daytime so it can actually run all day. And yeah, that's really it though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If this helped, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any more video requests, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to make whatever you need happen. Have a good one, guys.